Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both eerie and fascinating: monsters of Chernobyl. If you've ever been curious about what happened after the catastrophic explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in 1986, stick around. You might know about the disaster itself, but today we're exploring the myths, the legends, and yes, the monsters that came out of this haunting event. On April 26, 1986, the world witnessed one of the worst nuclear disasters in history when reactor number 4 exploded at the Chernobyl plant in Ukraine. The explosion released massive amounts of radioactive particles into the atmosphere, affecting not just the local area, but spreading across Europe. In the aftermath, around 116,000 people were evacuated, and a 30-kilometer exclusion zone was established. Now you might be wondering, what happens to living things in such a radioactive environment? Radiation can cause mutations, changes in the DNA of living organisms. Some of these mutations can lead to unusual physical characteristics or even health issues. While many of us might think of classic monster features like extra limbs or crazy colors, the reality is often less dramatic but equally intriguing. Speaking of wildlife, let's chat about the incredible plants and animals that have made the Chernobyl zone their home. After the initial chaos, nature started to reclaim the land. Surprisingly, many animals, like wolves, deer, and even birds, have been spotted thriving in the area. You might think radiation would scare them away, but studies show that without humans around, wildlife populations have rebounded. On the plant side, we've got some unique flora blooming in this radioactive haven. Some plants have grown larger and more robust than their counterparts elsewhere. The adaptations are quite remarkable, showcasing nature's resilience. All of this creates a weirdly beautiful and mysterious landscape, blending nature's tenacity with the shadows of human history. The urban legends and folklore that have taken root around Chernobyl are interesting. Stories about mutated animals, bizarre sightings, and strange noises fill the air. Locals and brave adventurers who ventured into the exclusion zone have shared tales of encounters with peculiar creatures, often described as monsters. These tales thrive not just because of scary stories, but also because pop culture has jumped on the bandwagon. From movies to video games, Chernobyl's ghosts and ghouls are everywhere. It's thrilling, chilling, and just a tad haunting. But remember, while some tales may sound exaggerated, they often stem from real experiences and the strangeness that is the exclusion zone. On the serious side of things, scientists have flocked to Chernobyl to research the effects of radiation on life. They've discovered that some of the mutations we hear about are actually adaptations. Research shows that certain species can thrive despite the radiation, giving us an incredible insight into how life can persist in extreme conditions. What's fascinating is how these stories and scientific findings affect us psychologically. The idea of mutated creatures lurking in the overgrown streets of Pripyat can send chills down anyone's spine. The fear of the unknown plays a big role here, making our imaginations run wild. So, what have we learned today? The intertwining stories of wildlife mutations, urban legends, and scientific exploration give us a glimpse into the complex aftermath of the Chernobyl disaster. It reminds us that nature is resilient, even in the face of such tragedy. We hope you enjoyed this spooky yet enlightening journey into the monsters of Chernobyl. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts down below. Until next time, stay curious.